Yeah, good morning, friends. Welcome to the sessions. Great to see you all enthusiastic traders out there. Just give me a sec. I'll just put my mobile on silent. I should have done before, but yes, fine. Yeah, good morning, Nanavati ji. So let's start. I'll just share my screen. Good to go live, fine. So first, as always, we follow a process, we follow a plan, and forget the trade part of it. See how you want to proceed for the day. So before we go to Nifty and Bank Nifty, let's have a check on what the global indices are doing. Let's see our technical note. If more sessions are there, I'll inform you. And post that, we will go to the indices and we'll conclude how the day looks like. So this entire is a process of trading in which once I follow a particular data points, it gives me some degree of clarity. There is no data points when it comes to trading for a particular day. One data point gives you all the understanding or the indication कि आज क्या होगा. We don't have a holy grail indicator. So as a trader, we build upon the informations and we see what the information tells us. So let's first have a look at the global markets. When we were asleep, the world was open. So the US was more or less flat, the S&P plus 1.10, Dow futures be flat. So there is not much action as far as global markets are concerned. When we say actions, there is no untoward volatility or big moves either up or down. So after that, it's more or less flattish, right? So now let's check what the Asia is doing right now. Bovespa, which is Brazil index, is in minus. Nikkei is more or less flat. Hang Seng is flat. China is flat. So the globe is not round right now. It's flat. Simple as that. Okay. After that, let's go to our markets. So yesterday you had a pause in the index and it was quite normal after a strong rally. एक आध दिन pause आ जाता है. So I'll go to now Nifty. And if you remember, what we have been saying is that it's not saying what we have been seeing in context of data is that any pullback which starts fills the gap. So index has filled the gap. Right? So the gap was around 25,774. So that gap has got filled. Now always remember, when market में जब swing up आ रही है ना जैसे last 2 दिन से, so the candle which creates the gap itself becomes the resistance. So I'll take this candle, mark a line, and there your resistance goes. So index में 25,800 to 900, which is 75 points from the current levels, it is heading into what we call a either call it seller's zone, profit booking zone, supply levels, resistance level, give whatever name आपको उसको देना. But यहाँ पे एक बार market अटक सकता है. When we say अटक सकता है, it's not a trend reversal we are expecting. That time will tell us at least a pause or a halt in this current upswing. And again, see right now, market are crisscrossing the moving averages. And always take a note of it. So I'll just plot 20. 20 is the support. Yesterday 10 was the resistance. Now we'll go to 50. So दो average जो हमको as a trader हमेशा जाननी है वो is 50. If you're aware of it, right? Again we have gone into price congestion. मैं इसका color change कर देता हूँ. I'll change the color of this to let's say a black. So इसको हम price congestion बोलते हैं. This is friends called price congestions. Right? Price congestion means let's see where it get resolved. So yesterday's high, yeah, good morning Sanjay. So yesterday's high was a 50-day moving average. If that cross, एक intraday spike मिलेगा around 70-80 points का, which will take us to the upper resistance. And this congestion zone is likely to stay for a day or two. Let's see which side it breaks. On an intraday, 20 DMA 25,503 is a support level. So right now, the buyers and the sellers are fighting out within a 300 400 points range. And this low, if I take into account the 20 DMA and I mark it, this becomes your support. So this narrow compact range is likely to hold. That's Nifty is there. Right? And on the open interest side, let's go and check it out. I don't know how many of you are following us on Substack, in which I daily write a technical note. It's trading with Stocko. I'll just take you there. So upswing to extend what we are saying, but there is a overhead resistance. Yeah, you want me to post it? Definitely. Make sure you are there with us on Substack. So I posted this on the chat. You can take it. So now if I see the open interest part on the Nifty, the call OI is at 25,800, okay, 44.35 lakhs, so which is a decent size start of the series. As the series progresses, it might go into crores, but right now we can see OI build up हो रहा है 25,800 के strike पे, and then ultimated 26,000. Right? It was this strike was into resistance even the last previous week expiry. It is there in this week expiry. So on the OI side, we 25,800 का एक resistance बन रहा है, वहाँ पे call writing है. On the put side, it's 25,500. See this big tower. This is 25.5. But in between, you have support all the way every 100 points, 50, 100 points from the current levels. ये OI distribution जो, it's not a big tower, but yeah, it's cushioning. So be aware of that, and that's how the OI is distributed. मैं बोल रहा हूँ अगर आप ट्रेडर हो फॉर अ शॉर्ट टर्म और अ डे ट्रेडर, तो आपको प्राइस एक्शंस प्लस ओआई डेटा कंबाइन करके you'll have to take a view. Once you start doing this, you yourself will realize how strong a clarity you get. So that's Nifty. Around 25.5 is the OI build up in the put. Let's put it as a support. 25.8 is the resistance, and is likely to stay here for a day or two. Let's see what holds. And remember one thing, there is a price congestion. Price congestion का मतलब है Nifty is stuck within the 20-day moving average and the 50-day moving average in between. So as far as short term is concerned, it's a wait and watch at the current price. Let's see which side is break. But अगर हम last 2 दिन का move देखते हैं, and what we are seeing is world has now all gone flat, you can expect some gyrations or some tiring price actions. Post Nifty, let's go to Bank Nifty. See, Bank Nifty is stronger than Nifty. It's still in an uptrend. If you are aware, as I said, as a trader, please plot your 20 and 50 DMA. If you are aware of it, and if you attended yesterday's session, we had highlighted this, that this support is along the 20 and the 50 DMA, and index is likely to hold this level. And you had a strong rally emergent from that, right? So once price are up from the moving average, iske baad kya? What after that? After that, we just go and check the overbought, oversold. That's it. As I said, follow the Bollinger Bands. We are just trading sideways. So on the band side of it, no doubt we are into an upswing. We have gone above this high, but immediately I would put it somewhere here, which is this open, that Trump tariff open. Is at or around 61,400. So that's going to be a tough resistance. So अगर मैं band create करता हूँ, so that the tariff day is high and the open itself is my resistance band. And over here, if you see, there is a upper end of the Bollinger Band. So price high plus an indicator or a steady which is Bollinger Band does tells it's overbought around this levels. So right now we are in a range, we are overbought, oversold, and just follow that pattern with Bollinger Bands. But remember one thing, volatility will now come in. Why I'm saying that, see the width, Bollinger Band ki width dekho. See, band was this much previously. Now the width of the band has increased. So which we call a bulge happening. So once this happens, the width of the lower and the upper Bollinger Band एक बार बढ़ जाता है, so volatility surface हो जाती है. So then it becomes very clear that at resistance you should be aware of it for not a long trade and at support levels, right? So before I go further, let me read out the disclaimer. So this is for educational and informational purpose only and does not constitute any financial advice. So we have gone through our Nifty, Bank Nifty, global indices, OI data, Let's now go and see what VIX is doing. But before that, let me again. So I have a question. Sanjay says, "Good morning." Yeah, good morning, Sanjay. Can we get an idea basis FNO data yesterday? Yes, the data will be yesterday, and then you track it live. So volatility will be there. Note it down. 61.4 to 61.7 is going to be a really tough resistance as far as Bank Nifty is concerned, and Nifty is also heading into the resistance part. So after this, let's go and have a check of VIX. So this is VIX India. Will check. So VIX, if you see, we had pointed out everything is in a range. So yesterday VIX dipped down to the support, went up. So market may not do anything net. अगर 2-5 दिन की बात करें तो सिर्फ आपको एक रेंज में घटबड़ मिलेगी. You will see upswing and a profit booking or a downswing within the range. That's how the entire data points are lined up in the current marketplace, right? So at resistance, tone down a bit your bullish stance. At support, be a buyer. So it's all about trading support and resistance एक range के अंदर में, and the study we are going to actively use is Bollinger Bands. So VIX is also showing it's in a range, no big move up or down is there. So it's a trader's delight market, specifically FNO traders on the credit side. It's a delight market for them because the range is fixed, right? So you know your legs on the option sides. And post that, let's come back to again your broad market. Okay, you want me to check gift nifty? I'll do that. So gift nifty right now is trading mildly positive. I would say it's up 48 points, and into that 25,800 resistance level, right? So that's how the markets are positioned. Be aware of all your resistance levels. Any further stretch might put a pause or a halt on the market for a brief period. And that's how the markets are. The bias is positive, but market is sideways with the intraday dips. So that's all from my side, friends. It's for pre-open on 18th Feb. I've read out the disclaimer, and again we'll have a session today post market, which is at 3:45. So make sure you visit the YouTube live section on Stocko SAS online channel on the YouTube, and you can go there. But in between, take some time. You can read our technical note also on Substack, so which I have just now pointed out. It's I have posted the link also. It is trading with Stocko on the Substack. Daily we write the technical note over here. So that's the combination of educational support on the trading side from our side. The webinars plus the morning sessions plus the post market sessions and the technical note on Substack. So that's all from my side. Thanks. Have a nice day, everybody. Great to see you all on a regular basis. You have to keep the continuity, right?